What is up, you horror nerds? It is me, your host, once again, Jeremiah Duncan. Welcome back to the channel. Today's review that I'm bringing for you is an older film. It's a 70s film. It's in the GIO brand of Italian films. I'm talking about the 1977 release of Crazy Desires of a Murderer. This is not rated. It runs for an hour and 29 minutes. And if you haven't heard of this one, I get it. It's a foreign film. It's Italian. But you probably need to check it out, especially if you're into Italian films. The Countess Elena has just returned to her family's grand old castle, where her paralyzed father, an apparent clairvoyant, and strange younger brother with an unhealthy interest in taxidermy reside. They sound normal. Almost immediately after arriving, one of Elena's friends, who's visiting the castle, is shockingly murdered and has her eyes plucked out of her sockets. While suspicion falls on Elena's brother, a curious police inspector, Sicilian character actor Corrado Gaipa, from The Godfather and My Dear Killer, begins to investigate, believing there to be more than to the killing than meets the eye. Let's see what they did there. However, the sleuthing power is no match for this maniac as the body count steadily rises. A delirious mix of gothic horror, sex drama, murder mystery, plus a whole lot of extricated eyeballs. Filippo Walter Ratti's Crazy Desires of a Murderer, although known in Italy as the much more lurid The Morbid Vices of a Housekeeper, remains one of the forgotten treats of the late 70s GIO cinema. Never released theatrically in the English-speaking world and virtually unavailable on home video, Vinegar Syndrome is delighted to bring this trashy rarity to Blu-ray, newly restored in 4K from its 35mm original negative. So anyway, super cool. I love old Italian films. It just hits me. I just enjoy them. I'm a sucker for them. Like I said, it does feature the Corrado Gaipa, rest in power, who was in The Godfather, which is pretty cool. It's not the greatest acting. I mean, it is from the 70s. The story's not the greatest, but I expect that from 70s Italian films. I mean, I don't expect Oscar-winning performances. I just expect some gore and some scary stuff, and some creepy vibes. That's what I get. Again, some cool eyeball murders, they're talking about how many freaking eyeballs are removed. The cool is it's their practical special effects, and they're decent. Like, they're actually really decent, especially for 77. I mean, I love how they looked, and it was gross, and I liked it. The cinematography and editing were on point. That's what Italian films are known for, and they nailed it out of the park. It's beautifully shot. It's so gothic feeling because you're in the castle, and that setting just helps set the tone of it. If you're a GIO fan, check it out. If you aren't familiar with like the murder mystery genre that they had going on in Italy at that time, you should check them out. There's tons of really cool movies in that genre, and it's Giallo, and I probably mispronounce it all the time, but Giallo. But anyway, it's great genre, super cool. They got the slasher, the thrillers, the sexploitation, psychological. It's just a cool mix of stuff that they jam-pack into this genre of film in Italy. Now, is it the greatest thing I've ever seen? Absolutely not. Would I watch it again? Maybe. But I am going to give it a 5 out of 10. The Crazy Desires of a Murderer. If you've seen it, comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like, subscribe, hit the death bell. If you have some other Italian films, comment below. I'll love to check them out because that's what I love. I love them. Like, subscribe. We'll see you on the future.